What's up everyone, it's King Gambler here. I'm back with a new YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help grow the channel. And let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts about this current video. Without further ado, let's get on with it. So this is now the EVO. This is the EVO match in top 8. And honestly, look at how many people are behind me, right? You don't think about it whenever you're walking on stage, but you have that sight, like, remember, like, feeling that there's a crowd behind you. There is easily like 300 to 400 people behind me, and not to mention, whenever I checked my phone, there was 50,000 people watching this event live on Twitch. It was so crazy. So crazy. But you can't let stuff like that rattle you. You can't feel that pressure of, oh my god, what if, what are they saying behind me, or what are they thinking? All you can focus on is you're sitting in that chair and you got the monitor in front of you, you got a game in front of you. All you got to do is tune all that out and focus on the match. That's all it is. So let's go ahead and skip forward to the first match.
That forward two becomes a lot more reactable. However,
and it really didn't surprise me, but it kind of did that Foxy was going with Nightwolf in this set, because honestly I thought about it, because the top 8 was the next day, right? And I had to basically, like, think about it overnight. What character is Foxy going to go? Honestly, I was super ready for it to be RoboCop, but I wasn't surprised that it was Nightwolf, because this is a great pick.
Another timeline that exists where we could see the Nightwolf mirror between these two as well.
Wonderful whip punish there, King Gambler. That back one was crispy, right? As that forward 1-2 made it to the whip. But this one connects. And then break. Look away.
Sometimes I really like to test my opponent's skills, because that's a down back forward input. That's not really an easy string to get, so I like to test if they're able to do it.
It's a very Foxy grandpa character, that trade. Shuts down the forward 2.
Once again, I get the down 4 successfully clean and check just with the forward 2 creeping ice. I understand too, I'm missing out on a lot of damage by not going with a deep freeze. But, like, I'd rather be safe than sorry. If it's blocked, I'm taking a lot of damage. See, and there we go. I actually take a risk right there, and it actually pays off in my favor. But if it didn't, then I would have been, like, eating a lot of damage. You know what I'm saying?
And actually, fatal blow. Don't think you're safe, because you're not.
That was so good. Honestly, that threw me off guard. And I know what people are thinking, too. Cameron, Spirit Tracks is punishable. What are you doing? You're going to see a lot in this set. When you're in that intense moment, you don't, like, some things, they just slip or you don't remember, right? And you'll see this later on in the video, how I had to get some coaching so I can get remembrance, right? But yeah, I didn't punish Spirit Tracks. I regret it. There was a lot of damage I missed out on the table for me not punishing Spirit Tracks. And even to this day, people pick Nightwolf and Spirit Tracks on me thinking I don't know it's a punish. When obviously I knew it was a punish. It's just an intense feeling, intense moment. You don't really know what it's like until you're in that moment. You know what I'm saying? And once again, just go for a safe. Down 1 into forward 2 creeping ice just to keep it safe.
That forward dash being so fast, that's a very common Nightwolf maneuver, but from that angle must have just been a little bit awkward. King Gambler doing the right thing, establishing that mix forever. Whip punish.
That wasn't even a whip punish. The crazy part is the forward 2 just caught my back 1.
Could have whipped and gotten him punished. Foxy big brained here early.
Lovely throw tech.
I don't know how my throw whiff. That was so good. He did down 3, and he dashed underneath to punish my whiff jump in, which is what a lot of Nightwolf players do, and I should know because I do that. I did get shimmied indeed. It happens.
Foxy says you have just fallen for my gameplay, hook, line, and sinker.
Right, we're building enough meter for that.
It happens. I get a lot of down. Honestly, I get a lot of input errors because some situations I didn't mean to down 2. I actually tried to back 2.
And the staggered game back up into forward 2 in case you want to try and press. Happy to take those
double down 4, and then I went for my forward 4 to make sure I can keep some plus frames. That time I got shimmied again. I mean, it happens. It really does. That time I tried to check movement and actually do a down 4.
And now that he's got him conditioned to kind of look for the dash up, dash back, it's going to be dash up pressure. There it is. Nice on hand me.
Really good throw text from Gambler so far. Really good. And the overhead hasn't been hitting too much anyway. Now where's it going to go? Foxy looking for the reaction here. This has been a very scary situation. Just eats it! work like that.
Advantage on it there, Ketchup.
Once again, I didn't get the punish.
There is a gap there, I believe, if he goes into it. So
And right there, that would have been it. So that could have gone either way. I don't know if y'all saw that. He connected 4-2, and I don't know if y'all saw, but I actually tried to go for back 3-2, which would have been my combo opener into Ice Ball, Meter Burn Ice Ball, into the Fatal Blow, and that would have easily killed. That could have been game 1 in my position. But 4-2 just ended up beating me out. It was faster right there. It happened, so I'm down 1-0. So let's go ahead and skip forward a little bit. I actually end up doing really well, and I take this game. And we'll skip forward.
Nice. Dude, that's the round. That's the round. That's the round. GG's. Foxy's been so good.
Now I went ahead and just successfully just cashed out. And I know what people are thinking. They're like, Gamer, you could have just won that round without even using Fatal Blow. It's always best to be safe and cash out because you just never know in this game. You never know.
Similar game plan that they implement up close.
Got shimmied again.
Recovered so late that he had that much time to forward to it. Oh, God.
And that was actually supposed to be a dash up 1-2, but I didn't get my dash up. I just like stood there and got 1-2. It was strange. And then right there was supposed to be back 3. I got an input error. I actually got flawless this round. Command grab. Yep. So it happens. So, like, obviously, I just got flawless. I'm already down 1-0. As a player, you just cannot get overwhelmed by these type of situations. You just got to stay composed, locked in, because it's one round at a time. It's one game at a time, right? You can't look too far ahead and think, oh, my God, what if I'm down 2-0? What am I going to do? You can't think like that. Oh, okay. I'll make sure to turn that off. My bad. But yeah, you can't think like that, right? You just got to stay composed and just stay locked in. So not only did I get flawless, I am down 1-0, but I stayed locked in and I just bounced back this next round.
But he just seems to know when it's going to work. This ain't the Foxy that we really see anymore, I've got to say.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
Check that movement. And I do that a lot this set because I see him going back and forth and I actually check his movement.
That dash under is one of the most gorgeous things I've seen tonight, and he's implementing it so well and consistent.
If you want to play Nightwolf, you need to learn how to get used to that kind of dash under on the jump in. It's so good.
I was so surprised that the down 4 was able to catch right there because the forward 2 was coming.
Low confirm.
But one of the strengths being the movement you see on display. Gambler, can he tie us up here? Had some hit the down 4.
I honestly tried to go for forward 4. That was 2 times in a row. I tried to go for forward 4 after down 4, and I wasn't able to get it. But honestly, it might have been for the best.
Slight hesitation now from
Called out the movement once again, and then instantly get a forward 2 creeping ice check, and now I'm able to tie this up 1-1. So right here, you're going to see and notice how I turn my head. I'm actually getting coaching, and this is whenever they told me and remind. They said, hey, Spirit Tracks is punishable, and you can actually punish it with Sub-Zero's slide. And in this moment, sometimes that's what you need. Always, if you have a coach, if you go offline, if you have a coach, get someone who you can rely on as far as information to be able to tell you. So they actually told me this. He said, hey, Joey, he said, Spirit Tracks is punishable. You can actually punish it with Sub-Zero slide. So that was a good thing to remember. And it actually had a huge impact throughout the whole set. And the thing is you can just ask someone for a coach too. Like you can just, it's got to be someone you trust, someone you're like kind of close to in the whole scene. You just ask, hey, like I might need a coach. I might need like basically another pair of eyes. Like, hey, what's going wrong? What do I not see? And what are you noticing? So like usually whenever I travel to tournaments, my 2 coaches are either Ominous and Tweety. But because Tweety hasn't been at offline events, I can't really rely on him for coaching. But Ominous is like one of like my guys who I rely on as far as coaching because he's always had my back since the very beginning. So, so yeah, you're able to get a coach, get another set of eyes to be able to say, hey, you're not doing this and you need to do this because you're really missing out on a lot of damage. So let's go ahead and skip forward. So I actually ended up losing this next game. It is 1-1, and I'm up the round too.
maybe expected the breakaway there from Gambler.
And I tried to go for a sweep right there. And once again, these 4-2s, it's kind of crazy. These 4-2s are all catching me off guard when I'm either trying to press a button or, yeah, I'm just straight getting shimmied. It's really unfortunate, too, because I'm a Nightwolf player and I know what it's like to try to shimmy those players. But, yeah, it's happening to me. It happens.
Another reactionary block on that forward, too. This is why Nightwolf not as good offline.
Once again, I missed. I even got told the tech and I didn't even get it. And that's super unfortunate, too. I actually got the jump kick and tried to go for a slide, and I wasn't able to get my slide right there. But nonetheless, I still reset the space.
And the fact that he had the reaction on the one that he gave him.
No, Foxy didn't get a coach there either. None of us had coaches, really. Honestly, I didn't ask someone to coach me, but someone just ended up coaching me.
However, unless you can set something up, that extra frame advantage is kind of meaningless, especially with the variation like
Good, that was a good jail. That was so good, too. Watch this. This was super intense right here.
So he can absolutely pull off the comeback here. Beautiful whip punish.
A Gambler, 50-50 in a dream right now.
That was, oh my god, that was so close. So yes, I anticipated the jump right there, and I was able to catch him out of the air. I got him with stand 1, and I wanted back 2, and I actually pressed my triggers because I would have predicted if back 2 would have hit, he would have been launched. He would have instantly broke away. Back 2 into fatal blow, it would have caught his breakaway. He would have killed. It would have been my game. It would have all been perfect, but it didn't work out. And then I walked back thinking he was going to go for a down 3. He didn't. He stayed patient. He blocked the overhead. And I lost this game. I mean, it happens. But I just went straight back into it, you know? I still had the same facial expression, you know? Didn't let it bother me. Let's kind of skip ahead now.
His tournament execution is arguably some of the absolute worst.
Once again, still staying confident in my tech throws.
That brings him forward, and that's why Foxy is always such a
and you know, you just got to make some risky reads every once in a while. You can't be afraid to play risky in Mortal Kombat 11. You have to also know, though, when to mix it up and when to just be safe and when to be risky. But you have to feel it, you know?
Foxy had just gotten some hit advantage, and Gambler with the recognition with the
and then once again, you just check that movement. I saw him walk back and then walk forward, dash in my face, and just once again, just get that 1-2 call out and be able to send this to a game 5. And there is nothing more intense. So yes, you're at the largest stage, right? EVO, you're in top 8, but there's nothing more intense than now you're in a 2-2 feeling, right? Because you're down to one final game you have to rely on. You have to put it all on the line in that one final game. You throw it all on the line and hope it works. And you're going to see too. So Foxy takes a little break right here. So let's just go ahead and get to the game. And you can see now I finally got my reversal punish on the Spirit Tracks.
The Cinderella run going here. It was what, 6 of 8 or 5 of 8? 5 of 8 in this top 8 catch-up. Our brand new finalists.
Foxy nullifying that ice ball, but everything has been punished so far. Gambler. That time Foxy took out to kind of collect himself. I think Gambler's been thinking about, right, where have I been missing some punishes? Where can I squeeze out more?
And they're just going to stay patient right here. I mean, you see Foxy's walking back and forth. That's honestly a punish because that's -7, and subs down 1 is 6 frames, so it is a punish. And honestly, paying attention to it, also noticing if he goes into Spirit Tracks, I'm able to reaction slide that. And that's just a confidence read right there.
Absolutely. That's when those type of reads start to feel a little more comfortable as he gives himself a match point here.
Super unfortunate right there. I tried to go for down 4 and then try to think that he was going to dash in and check him with back 1, but he was just able to make a better read and get a clean jump in, and I eat near 400 right there. I should have really utilized that stagger game a lot more effectively because Foxy really wasn't anticipating that, but I didn't think about it until after the set.
Any commitment there. This has been a tough situation for Foxy. He stays alive and he's pushing him towards or close to the middle of the screen. He's building some space to play with, and that reaction was absurd.
Lovely down to him. That was like an MK2.
That was so good. And I did break. Wow, he really had the right read on that. But look at this. So people would just normally just be like, okay, let's go to the next round. Look at me. I tried to rob him twice.
Foxy gets hit though. This is Sub-Zero.
The down one connected, and I'm like, okay, he's been getting hit by down one creeping ice. Let's try down one deep freeze, and you can just hear the crowd behind us getting so loud, and you just have to stay locked in. That was the first time he flawless blocked forward 4 and got an up 2 punish. Totally threw me off my game.
And sends Sub-Zero and Gambler back to the corner.
Looking for a whiff punish there, but Gambler quite rightly doesn't overcommit to that string.
Not able to get a shimmy or open any opportunity on him.
Such a scary game. The standing
Good air to air coming out from Foxy. I didn't go for a breakaway. I wanted to hold on to my meter.
You need that bar for wake up, of which the wake up.
Okay, so this is a really important moment. I have to stop this right here and say what happened right here, because people ask, did you try to slide underneath the ice ball? The answer is no. What I actually tried to do was dash back and block, and which was super unfortunate, because I could have just did what I normally do and just went for a down 1 that would have just easily, made me go underneath it. But it caught me dashing back, and it left me for a full combo punish, and I didn't have any bar to break away, so I had to eat all of this damage. This was a huge momentum shift.
And a full combo now for Foxy, who gets another command grab ender. This is Sub-Zero though. He can always bring it back.
So IKB is already there. I'm gonna go ahead and cash out. I'm down in life.
Big damage, and he's doing the Sub-Zero.
And right there, I just didn't simply block. I mean, it's one of those situations like, man, I really had that if I just blocked. He didn't go for a single stand 1 tick throw or 1-1 tick throw for a command grab. All I had to do was block. I would have been able to take over my turn and had one more shot at potentially making this, 3-2 victory. Just didn't work out in my favor, and you'll see. I mean, it's kind of a really unfortunate feeling. I hated to just, had that loss. I felt like I had a lot more in the tank for me to really make a run for it. But it happens. I mean, everyone takes the tournament losses. Everyone has those losses where you feel like, man, I could have made it really far in this tournament, much farther than whatever I predicted. But overall, I could not be more than, super proud of myself for, it being such a major in SAC tournament since the first one since 2020, I would say. And to be there, to be one of the top 8 finalists along with some of the, world's best players around the whole country, couldn't be more thrilled. And that's it, man. That's the inside the mind as far as the 2 EVO matches I went over. Went ahead and covered the Conqueror, leading into top 8, as well as the Foxy being in top 8. There was a lot of intensity. It was definitely a different feeling for me to be able to play on stage for that. But all I know is I will be more prepared for next time. That's going to end for this YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Be sure to stick around for more YouTube videos coming in the future. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care.